Hello guys, so today we're going to be talking about some spring and summer book recommendations. Also, I literally always try to wear my glasses in these videos, but it's literally glares everywhere. By the way, I got some new glasses. I haven't actually gotten them yet, but I went and ordered them, and I'm literally so excited to get those. But anyways, let's get into these books. I have 8 books to recommend to you today. So all these books are either romance or thriller books. They all either take place in the spring or summer, or just very much have that vibe in them. And these are all 4, 4.5, 5, or even 6 stars. So some of my favorite books are in here. And yeah, I recommend all of it. Is The Return by Nicholas Sparks. I rated this book 5 stars. This is a romance book and also an army romance book, which I personally love that genre. So this book follows Trevor, who returns to his hometown. His grandfather dies, where he meets a girl. Their little romance in a cute summer, on the beach town. And yeah, Nicholas Sparks is just amazing at writing. Obviously, all of his books are amazing to me. So anything of his I recommend, really. But yeah, this is one of my favorite books ever. This is one of my 6-star books, and I actually read this book a couple months ago. This is The Wedding People by Allison Epoch, or Epoch. I'm not sure how to say your last name, but this book is so it takes place in the spring or summer wedding season, of course. It is a literary fiction book. It follows Phoebe, who goes to this random hotel, and it turns out there's a wedding going on there, and she just sort of discovers all of the different characters, all of the wedding people, and this book does a really good job of just examining the human condition, almost through each character, all of the wedding people. Just love the way that this story was told. This is one of my top 6 favorite books ever, by the way. Definitely look at the trigger warnings before reading this one, though, I will say that. Okay, the next one is One Italian Summer by Rebecca Suro. I don't have this book with me because I listened to an audiobook of it, but I rated this one 4 stars, and this is a literary fiction with magical realism in there. It's a time jump. This book follows Katie after the death of her mother, when she goes on a solo vacation to Italy, a favorite spot of her mother's, and at the same time she also goes back in time, she realizes. So she's on a summer vacation, and she does she find her mother? Maybe, I don't know. No spoilers. Next, I don't think I've ever talked about this book in any video, but this is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I also listened to an audiobook of this. I don't have it with me, but I rated this book 4 stars, and there's also a second book to this one that I recommend as well, and it's called Here's to Us. But this is a romance, and it is a gay romance, so inclusion. This book follows Arthur, who is in New York for the summer, and he has the meet cute in this book is such a memorable meet cute. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. But that is the thing that I remember from both of these books. It is done so well, and it's absolutely beautiful, with Ben, who is newly single and lives in New York, and ultimately they get separated and then reunited again, which is why there's a second book. And yeah, it's just an adorable story, and both books are amazing. Okay, the next book I'm going to recommend is my favorite book ever. So sorry if I talk a lot, but sometimes I just need to talk about this book, okay? But this is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. So this is a 6-star book for me. Obviously, it's my absolute favorite book ever. It is a literary fiction book, and I will say the movie that came out last year or 2 years ago is amazing as well. I do recommend both the book and movie. The book follows a young girl, Kaya, who is left to live alone in the marshes. She's left alone by her family. She maybe gets involved with some bad boys, taken advantage of as well, by the boys, by society, by everyone in her life. It really is a sad story, but it is just absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's a whole life story as well. Like, it covers her childhood and like her whole life. It's one of those books that does that, which I personally love that as well. And yeah, it's just my favorite book ever. So like, literally just read it, or just watch the movie too, like literally whatever. I would look at the trigger warnings though as well. But yeah, I love this book so much. Next we have a thriller. So this is The Lake by Natasha Preston. I have so many Natasha Preston books. Actually, they're all right here. That whole like section right there is all of her books. But this one, it takes place at a summer camp, so perfect for this video. I rated this one 4 stars. This book, like many of her books, is very fast paced, and most of her books are more like young adult style, so like a very easy read, like very good still, but a very easy read. This book follows 2 best friends who go back to the camp that they used to go to as children, as like to be camp counselors this time, but then like old like rumors about them start coming up and things start happening, and it's kind of crazy. This book is good. I love mostly all of her books though, but that one is good. Another young adult book. So I read this book a while ago, but this one also takes place at kind of a summer camp. This is Looking for Alaska by John Green. There also is a show of this. There's only 1 season. It used to be on Hulu. I don't think it's on there anymore, but the show is also good. I rated this one 5 stars. Like I said, young adult literary fiction. Yeah, this book follows Miles, who goes to a sort of boarding school, but also a summer camp for some people. And he just meets a group of friends, one of which who is Alaska, like the title says. And we just kind of are in their friend group, and some crazy things maybe happen. Definitely look at the trigger warnings for this one as well. I feel like I have to say that all the time, but I hate like going into a book and maybe there's something in it that just gives, that just makes you just want to stop reading it or something. So I always have to say that, like, just look at the trigger warnings if you're wondering, you know. You is another Nicholas Sparks book, so we started with one and we're finishing with one. This is The Best of Me. As you can see, this book is very old. I got this one from a library. So yeah, but anyways, I rated this book 5 stars. It is a romance as well. It has like a second chance romance trope, which I don't read a lot of that. I don't know, I just don't pick out books that have that in it a lot, but it is nice in this book, especially because Nicholas is just an amazing writer, of course. There is a movie of this, and it is amazing as well, like most of his movies are. So the book starts off with the 2 main characters, Amanda and Dawson, who are in high school and are like lovers. Like, flash forward to however many years it is, I don't remember, it's been a while since I read this book, but they have to go back to their hometown for a funeral, and both of them are put in charge of like arranging the funeral, or arranging the person who died, arranging their like things in their home and stuff. So they end up spending a lot of time together, and like maybe some things happen or whatever. But yeah, it's just a cute second chance romance book. And yeah, so that's all the recommendations that I have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about these books. I personally, some of them are my favorite books ever, so I definitely recommend this whole list. Sorry this video was kind of annoying. I kept like messing up what I was saying. I cannot talk today for some reason. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.